There's a Republican counterproposal to the $1.9 trillion stimulus package from Joe Biden. And is it good? No. Does it do much of anything? No. But what does it say about Joe Biden's proposal? It says that he had tried to be bipartisan by coming in at lower numbers. And now with lower numbers, guess what the Republicans did? They went even lower. And in that, it's not sitting well for what you should be getting. You should be getting FPC Retro at $600 a week, SSI and SSDI Social Security benefits at $200 a month, and MSC. Instead, Joe came lower or left things out to appease Republicans. And Republicans have come back saying, guess what? We're going even lower, and we're throwing more things out. In this recording, I go over what's going on between the Republicans and Joe, and why Joe simply went the wrong path early on, and is now going to have to backtrack and go bigger, bolder on stimulus ASAP, because this ain't going to work. These are major developments, and I'm so excited you join me on the continuation of Early Mornings Lalate. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings Lalate, the 6:30 edition. The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and wow, here we are. Week 3 of the Biden administration with calls for a vote on the stimulus bill. But will he revise it and go bigger and bolder, or will he contract it and go smaller? Before we answer those questions, make sure you subscribe. This is the best start channel there is. Recordings around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The most comprehensive channel you're going to have answering your questions about stimulus. Whether it's left or right or high or low, you're going to get informed with incredible detail. Meantime, also like this video. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Over there on the right, it's an instant chat premiere. And as an instant chat, you can share with your Purple Power buddies about what's going on today and tomorrow in stimulus land. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news to start the new morning is that we now have 2 items. Well, we actually have 3, but the question is whether the Biden camp's only acknowledging 2. We have the Biden proposal and we have the Romney Republican proposal. But there's actually a 3rd. The 3rd is the Progressives' letter. On Friday, the Progressives from the House wrote Biden and Harris is a progressive, asking for stimulus checks every month under the 3rd stimulus package. They said the 3rd stimulus package doesn't cut it. The stimulus package should have multiple stimulus checks, a check every month. They didn't say the amount of the check, but their request was very clear. The response? Crickets. Yes, literally crickets. Biden and Harris had absolutely no response to it. And this is Harris, the person who wrote the bill that used the exact same language. The only difference is she actually had a number, $2,000 every month. A bill that she has been running away from, hide and go seek from the moment and day in which she was chosen as a VP nominee. But when she was a presidential candidate, she wanted everyone to hear it loud and clear. So what's going on here? What's going on is now there is talk from the Biden camp on the record that they're only considering these 2 things: the Romney plan and the Biden plan. The Romney plan is consistent with what Nancy Pelosi did to us in 2020. A lot of words and no numbers. Now, when we look through this, we understand generally what the numbers are, and there were some other news reports that came thereafter that sort of gave clarity what the numbers would be, but let's make this clear. There are no numbers in there. How is this detailed? It was detailed in a letter. What was the letter saying? It was written to Joe Biden from Susan Murkowski, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, Mitt Romney, and Ron Portman, among others. Say, here's a proposal we support. You, as a member of this channel, got a copy of that PDF as soon as it hit the airways on Sunday. I delivered it to you yesterday. So in this video, I'm going to go over the nuances of what's between the 2 bills and why neither bill does what they're supposed to do. First, the Biden proposal, $1,400 stimulus check for individuals, $1,400 for children, adult dependents, $3,200. The Republican plan, another round of stimulus checks with checks for children and checks for adult dependents. That is good. Now, how much? The other interviews that came off later Sunday said that they want to do the same amount as Biden. They just don't want to do a stimulus check for as many people. What? Yes, they want to reduce the income qualification so that you may get excluded. They want to drop it somewhere lower, potentially as low as $45,000 2019 earnings from $73,000. Okay. Well, what about FPUC, UI, and PUA? The Democrats, FPUC, $400 a week to September 21. UI extended and PUA extended September 21. That was the Democrats, sorry. The Republicans, they want to extend on FPUC at its current level, $300 a week. Okay, so why is this a big I told you so to Joe Biden? You know what I'm about to say. You know exactly what I'm about to say. Joe Biden had promised in writing to you a gazillion times, from the transition papers in December to the campaign pages, over and over again. $600 a week, FPUC. $600 a week, retroactive. $600 a week is what you owe, and you will get paid it. And Nancy Pelosi blocked any attempt to give anything less than $600 a week from a Republican all throughout the year 2020. Okay. So what is Joe Biden's proposal? $400 a week, not retroactive. By going lower, for reasons we don't know, Joe has teed himself up to being in the universe of exactly where Mitt Romney's at now. $300 a week, which is current level. Joe's at $400 a week. Let's just call it a day and keep it $300 a week. That's not negotiations, Joe. That's calling rolling over. You thought you could drop off of $600 a week, which is what Nancy wanted through all of 2020, and most of the viewers this channel wanted as well. And you could pull back from $600, go to $400, because that'll get it done. People see your way. Oh no, the Republicans did not see your way. They just did exactly the opposite. Say, hey, thank you for $400. We're going to do $300. Well, the point is for you is that the Republicans' bill is never going to see light of day, but he knocked off $200 a week for your FPUC to appease people who are never going to agree to $400 a week. They were just going to go low no matter what he offered. And by going low and cutting $200 a week off of your unemployment FPUC benefits, he got nowhere out of it. He got nothing out of it. He got 10 Republicans saying, no, we're not going to do that, and we're going to go even lower. So at this point, Joe should go back to $600 a week and do his retro, because they don't want to agree to anything. The Republicans. Make sense? I think so. FPUC retro. That was what was promised. That was what you wrote. That should be what it should be, because guess what? Republicans don't even want to do $400 a week. So why are we spending time on it? Do exactly the number you promised us. Then let's turn to what else is in Joe's bill. Rent aid, not in the GOP bill. Utilities aid, not in the GOP bill. Free internet, not in there. Childcare, not in there. Lord, how about business grants? Number 13. I'm reading off the PDF that viewers, members of this channel have. How about business grants in there for existing businesses? No. No. Not in there. How about Joe wants to give a business loan to start a new business, so you don't have to have an existing business. He just wants to give you a business loan to go start a new business. Really, really, really helpful. Viewers of this channel are very excited about this. So what do the Republicans do? They have that in it now. So what do they have in there? PPP. Yes. Can you imagine? Another round of PPP. Yes, they have PPP in there. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what to say. There's $850 billion of unused PPP and SBA. There's unused PPP in the second stimulus package. And now they're trying to shoot for what? $850, $200. What are they trying to shoot for? Let's just leave an extra $1 trillion of PPP sitting around for the next 20 years. Let's just what are they doing? No one likes PPP. Do they not get this? So have they not read the memo? There's leftover PPP every single round because no one wants it. And the amount of PPP you keep on using is eating up everyone's stimulus package. There's been like 5 trillion rounds of PPP, first of all. Second of all, the amount of PPP that we always see is nearly 80% of these bills, of these stimulus package bills, are consumed by PPP. It's a very costly instrument. You don't need any more PPP. Bottom line. Paid sick leave. It's in Joe Biden's bill. It's great. It's $1,400 a week if you have to stay home because of COVID or kids' schools closed, anything like that. It's great. Is it in the GOP bill? Of course not. No. Student aid supplement, $1,700. Student aid financial aid is in the GOP bill. Nope. No, not in there. Hazard pay. Oh, this is real exciting because it's hazard pay, and Mitt Romney wrote the hazard pay bill in summer 2020. As a Republican, he wrote a hazard pay bill. It was really, really, really incredible. I went over it in about 400, 500 videos in 2020. How good it is. How Nancy should have done her bill like hazard pay. So now that Mitt Romney's back with the third stimulus package, of course he has hazard pay in there, right? No. That was 2020. He doesn't want to give you any hazard pay anymore. He has a change of thought. Yeah, hazard pay was really important in 2020 for frontline workers. Now, yeah, we don't need it. You're fine. Child tax credit in there? No. Expansion of earned income tax credit? No. Child care tax credit? No. So any tax credit? No. No. So who wrote this stuff? Ron Portman. Yes, who's Ron Portman? If that name sounds familiar, you've heard him on this channel before. In summer of 2020, he was famously that one senator who said, I don't believe in FPUC because it's people can just stay at home and collect FPUC and get rich on it. I don't know. To this day, no one has ever seen a person get rich on FPUC, especially when it's not paid from July to December. I don't know how you get rich on something that's not being paid. But he said, you're going to get rich on FPUC, so that's why I don't like it. So what I recommend is $300 a week for 3 weeks to get you back to work because you're staying at home when there's a job waiting for you. Earth to Mars? No, there's not. Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, said the biggest problem facing this country now is low-income people who make less than $49,000 cannot get re-employed. There are no jobs for them. Ron, how about your job? Oh, yeah, then there's that. Ron Portman said last week he was going to be quitting Congress and not being seeking re-election because he's tired of the partisan fights. So what does he do? He writes a bill for a partisan fight. God bless him. He says, I don't like the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill from Joe Biden because of what the administration has laid out. It has nothing to do with COVID-19. Sounds like a partisan fight to me. I don't know. This is partisan words. As for example, with regard to the direct payments, I think they should be much more targeted. So the untargeted, this is where words make no sense. Stimulus for people who made less than $76,000 is not targeted, but people who made less than $49,000 is targeted. Those words, that's not what targeted means. I don't know. That's not what targeted means. It just means you want to be cheap. You just want to pay less. Well, there you go. That is what that bill is doing as you sit here this morning. By all accounts, the Romney plan is never going to see light of day. But the big concern is that Joe Biden went lower, and by going lower on FPUC, by omitting SSI and SSDI, by dropping multiple stimulus checks, he was trying to appease Republicans, and now Republicans have just really sort of slapped it back in his face, say, hey, we're not even doing that. So will Joe Biden go bigger and bolder and higher? He sure will if you push. Go on social media, take this video, tag elected officials, share this video and say, hey, go bigger and bolder. FPUC Retro, hashtag FPUC Retro, hashtag MSC, and hashtag SS200. This ain't gonna cut it. This bill's too small. 1.9 ain't gonna cut it. The variant is spreading. The variant of the vaccine is, the variant of the virus is spreading. The situation is too uncertain. You need to go bigger and bolder right now. And with that, I'll have big updates across the board today. Join me at 8:30 a.m. as I continue with Mornings LA. I'll have big updates as they come in. I don't want you to miss anything. So make sure you subscribe. We're trying to add about another 5,000 subscribers in the next couple of weeks. And also like the videos. 94 million views in 9 months, but we're trying to get to 100 million. Help us reach that benchmark. We've already broken all YouTube records. Let's keep on going. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, and stay in LA for more.